Now let me ask you a question. In your lesson number 9, I gave you a homework. Did you do it? I hope you did, because otherwise this course is really not going to help you if you do not practice the way I tell you to. So lesson number 9 had a homework where I told you about 3 topics and I asked you to speak about those topics to yourself. Now it is a great way to practice. Just pick any 3 topics and start talking about those topics. Okay, so let me give you 3 more topics. Friends, animals, shopping. You could use these 3 topics and start speaking about them. Okay, this is a great way to practice. Now coming to our lesson number 10, what do we have to learn about today? See, I understand that there is this problem where you would say, ma'am, we've understood that we need to practice more and more of speaking in order to get good at spoken English, in order to get fluent in English. But the problem is, what do we talk about? How do we handle that? It's not easy to always find something to speak about. And that is what I'm going to help you with in today's lesson. It's not that difficult after all. You're going to realize that on your own in just about a bit. Okay, so let me tell you how you can handle this. Actually, if you look around, there's never really a shortage of ideas. The world is so big. There's so much happening around you. There's so much happening in your room. There are so many objects around you, so many people around you. You could just start talking about anything you feel like, right? The problem lies in the fact that when we need something to talk about, we fall short of ideas. We go blank. That is what happens to us, right? But understand, it's not that difficult. You have to understand that there is literally so much around you. You could just pick any single thing, person, feeling, emotion, your maybe some concept, something that you read about during the day, something that you felt. There's so much you can talk about. But I have a great idea. And we could use that idea to talk about something when we are speaking to somebody or when we are speaking to ourselves in front of the mirror or maybe just sitting in the room all by ourselves. This is something that you could use. Let me tell you about it. We are going to use the help of mnemonics. What are mnemonics? Mnemonics are like short forms of a series of things that you would want to remember. For example, there was this mnemonic that always used to help me when I had to remember the order in which the planets are arranged in the solar system. My very educated mother just showed us 9 planets. And these are actually the first letters of each of the planets. Okay, my very educated mother, I'm sure you understood. It's about Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars. My very educated mother, just Jupiter, showed Saturn. So that's how it is. So this is a mnemonic and we're going to create one mnemonic right now together. Okay, let's just call it A to Z. Okay, or A to Z. So starting with letter A, we could reach up till Z and give each of these letters a word, assign a word, and those words can serve us as the topics. For example, A for accomplishments, B, books, C, childhood, D, dreams, E, education, F, food, G, goals, H, hobbies, I, inspiration, J, job, K, knowledge, L, life experiences, M, music, N, news, O, outdoors, P, pets. Have you got any? Q, questions. You could ask a question to yourself or to somebody whom you're talking to. Okay. R, relationships, S, sports, T, travel, U, unique taste, something that you have a unique taste for. Like I have a unique taste for blueberry smoothie. I have to order a blueberry smoothie no matter what other people are ordering. It's like every single time I order a smoothie, which is blueberry. V, values, W, weather, X, X factor. What's your X factor? What is special about you? Maybe in my case, it could be my communication skills. Then Y, year in review. Z, zodiac signs. What is your favorite zodiac sign? What is your zodiac sign? There's so much you can talk about each of these topics. So A to Z, this is the approach we're going to follow of mnemonics, and we've just developed one. Just remember these few words, you actually wouldn't forget, trust me. Mnemonics actually serve a long way. When you have a mnemonic in place for something, you remember it for a really long time. The one I told you about, the planets one, I think it has been with me for the last, 20 years or so. Once you remember these, you just don't forget them. You have a great homework today. What you have to do is, we just discussed the strategy of A to Z mnemonic. What you have to do is, you have to talk about each of these words in the mnemonic and come up with one sentence. One sentence, two sentences, maybe three sentences, whatever you're comfortable with, about each of these words in the mnemonic. A, B, C, D. This is your homework. Finish it and then proceed to your lesson number 11. I'll see you again in lesson number 11. Bye-bye.